ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith delivered sharp criticism of the Democratic Party following revelations from a Justice Department Inspector General report that at least 26 FBI informants were present during the January 6th Capitol riot. Smith voiced frustration over repeated misrepresentations from Democrats, stating, "Here we are yet again finding even more evidence to Donald Trump's claims. I'm really sick and tired of finding something else that the Democrats have lied about."
The news comes amidst a bombshell report from the Justice Department that revealed the FBI had at least 26 confidential informants on the ground when the Capitol was stormed on January 6, 2021. The report says most of the informants engaged in illegal activity during the chaos. The Justice Department says only 3 of its 26 informants present had been instructed to observe potential domestic terrorist suspects on the day of the riot. The rest of the 23 appeared to have gone to the Capitol on their own accord. Upon hearing news of the report, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance posted the following on X, quote, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago," end quote. Didn't hear anything about that for the election. Didn't hear anything about that when the quote-unquote insurrection was broached by Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee. The belief that Donald Trump was a danger to democracy and using this as a profound, illuminating bullet point to make that case. And now here we are yet again finding even more evidence to Donald Trump's claims when he articulated that process is rigged. My big issue is that I'm really sick and tired of every time I turn around finding something else that the Democrats have lied about or downplayed or misrepresented along the way. I mean, I see Republicans like Megyn Kelly or Officer Tatum or Candace Owens or, the Sean Hannitys of the world. You know what I'm getting tired of? To the Democratic Party. You know what I'm getting really pissed off about? I'm getting really ticked off that every time they open their mouth about something pertaining to y'all, they seem right to make the case that the right had a monopoly on insidious, evil tendencies, corrupt tendencies, duplicitous, hypocritical, untruthful tendencies. And every time they made those accusations, we turn around and find out that at least some of them are guilty of the same shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of all of it. They've actually made Donald Trump look like he was right instead of them.
The DOJ report revealed that while 3 informants were instructed to monitor potential domestic terror suspects during the Capitol breach, the remaining 23 appeared to have acted independently. The findings, which confirm the extensive presence of informants and their reported involvement in illegal activities, have reignited accusations of federal mismanagement and political narratives surrounding the events of January 6, 2021. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance weighed in on social media platform X, saying, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago." Vance's comment highlights growing concerns about prior dismissals of claims related to federal informant involvement as baseless. Smith, in a fiery monologue, expressed his mounting disillusionment. "They've actually made Donald Trump look like he was right instead of him. I'm sick of all of it. Every time I turn around, we find out the Democrats have downplayed or lied about something." The revelations have further fueled debates over the FBI's oversight and transparency. A former senior FBI official testified that the Bureau conducted an internal audit after losing track of how many informants were involved on January 6, raising concerns about the agency's control over its confidential sources during critical incidents. Smith's comments reflect a broader frustration with the political establishment and its handling of narratives tied to January 6. "What ticks me off is that every accusation the right made about Democrats, that they're hypocritical, duplicitous, and corrupt, keeps turning out to have a kernel of truth. I'm tired of it," he added. Critics have pointed to these findings as further complicating the widely accepted framing of January 6. The role of FBI informants, along with concerns over their actions during the riot, continues to spark scrutiny over government accountability and political motivations. While public reaction remains divided, Smith's outspoken stance signals a shifting narrative as revelations challenge previous conclusions about January 6.